Welcome to Trading Lounge and the CFD Portfolio. Now, currently we're on the trades page here, and this trades page here with these titles across here, these are the trades that Trading Lounge puts out each day. So these trades here from the September the 7th here, they're pending positions, so you can take those trades. These trades down here are open trades, and each day the stops will be adjusted and targets will be adjusted as well. Any certain actions will be noted here. If a percentage is closed out, then they'll be closed out here. So this particular page here for trades page is Trading Lounge's trades for share CFDs and for obviously international CFDs as well. So if you choose to take these trades, obviously you can just take these trades and put them into your CFD provider. Secondly, if you would like to actually use the functionality of the CFD portfolio, then there's a few things that you need to do. And firstly, you need to set up an account for yourself in this admin tab here. There is a little help menu here that explains what you need to do. So before you can use this CFD analytics, you will need to set it up. That is, create a portfolio and add a figure of capital into that portfolio account. If you're trading international share CFDs, then you will need to open a portfolio for each country. And that's kind of important because if you're trading Australia, you will be trading Australian share CFDs and they will be in Australian dollars. If you're trading something in Japan or the United States, you'll be working in that base currency. So you'll need to open a portfolio called Japan or whatever, you know, so that's there. But the first step to using this is going to the admin section here and clicking onto the admin section. So you come to this admin section here and there's create portfolio, trading systems and manage account. So manage account is where you deposit money and withdraw money. So if you're adding money to your CFD provider's account, Saxo or Invast or whatever, then you can also update it in here as well. Now the trading systems are important as well because when we start working with the portfolio and the summary section, if you're running different trading systems, like the Trading Lounge uses trend trading, so trend is one method. We use Robo 1 and Robo 2 and the switch, so we've got certain trading systems that we put in there. But the first step is to create a portfolio, so let's just go ahead and do this. So the portfolio name, I've already got a few test accounts in here, so let's just go ASX 3. Okay, so I know that's an Australian portfolio, and then I'll be working with Australia here, so I will be clicking on that, and that will give me the base currency of the Australian dollar and the provider that you're using. So we're using Saxo and Invast. Saxo is a market maker and Invast is a DMA. So it depends, you know, when you're choosing between a market maker and a DMA, it will largely depend on what type of trading systems that you're running. So we can talk to you about that. So for sake of choosing one, we'll choose Saxo, and then we will save that portfolio, and that will come up down the bottom here, ASX 3 Saxo. So you can edit that or delete that portfolio and so forth. So that's step one. Step two is going back to the admin section and then funding that account here. So we go to manage accounts, click on manage accounts, and first of all I've got to go over here to choose which provider I'm using. So I'm using the ASX Saxo one here, so I choose that, and the date's fine, a deposit, so put in 20k here, and then we will save that that thing, and then we have our manage account transaction details here, so you can add and withdraw money from here, make comments, and your account summary will come up in here. So let's just go into the trading systems here next. So we'll set it up totally here. So let's just put trend trading in here, and I'm just going to keep it simple because we want to move quickly here. The strategy, the exit strategy, and the scaling in and out, and then I'm saving this. Now that one already exists, so I don't need to do it, but and I've got it down here, so I could add another one if I wanted to. And this is important when I go to put trades in to the record keeping. I can choose one of the trading systems that I've created here, and later on in the summary section, when I choose to see which strategy's been performing the best, I can see that. I can see what expectancy it's got, and you know what the P&L is on that. So okay, now we're set up now. So we'll go back to the trades page here. Now let's just say that we're going to take a trade from the Australian section here. Now I could just take the trade and click on portfolio here and send that trade straight to the portfolio, or I can send it to the calculator, or I can open a chart with this here in mind. So with the chart process is very simple chart here, but it does give you a nice you know, just a quick prelude on what's what with this. So that's nice and simple, just a quick check. And the calculator here, so I'm sending this trade to the calculator. Now in sending the trade to the calculator, I've got 3 portfolios set up, so I want to use the ASX 3, the one that we were working with. And we're working with Commonwealth Bank because I pushed this stock into the calculator section here, and the current price is such and such, and the margin for this particular product is 10%, and it's populated the field over here. So the entry price is 73.30. Short, we're looking to go short. We've got a $20,000 account, which we can see here. So we want to risk 1% of that, which will be $200. And we're going short, and our stop is at 76.93, so it's quite a way away. So we can only buy 55 of these. So we're risking $200, and we can buy 55 of these products here. Now, if I wanted to buy more, I don't want to risk more. I would have to adjust my stop here. So if I adjusted my stop to 75, then I can buy 76 of these. So the closer the stop is to the entry price, the more I will get in terms of quantity. So it's very important to stay within the 1% of your account. Okay, and over here it's got a bit of a stock summary now, where I can see if I bought them in shares, it would cost me 5,570. If I using CFDs, it would only cost me 557. If we were trading short here, so we're trading down to say 70 for the sake of it, then it will tell me my reward of 5% and $250 here. Now it's got trade this trade here. Now I can push this trade to the portfolio, but before I push it to the portfolio, I can look at some more risk appetite here if I wanted to. But if I click on trade this trade here, then it will push it through right down the bottom of the page here into what I call mark to market here as a transaction. So I could line up all the trades that I wanted or needed for the day. If I'm trading 3 trades for the day, I could load them all up in here, and this will tell me, this will pin the cost to my account to see what I'm going to be left with, how much it's going to cost me, all those sorts of things here. I can also edit and delete from this area here, but I'm going to send it to the portfolio now. So when sending it to the portfolio, a trades page will open. So we're in the portfolio here, and you'll see up here that current balance in CFDs at hand, balance in shares, profit and loss, and the leverage. So we haven't placed any trades yet, so we don't know what our overall leverage for the portfolio is. So at the moment we're only interested in this transaction details here. So this is, I've been testing this program, so we're up to number 96 here now. For the sake of it, I'm just going to put the first trade for the day on this date, so I'll just put 1 for the order number here. And this is where the strategy comes in. So I've only got one strategy in there at the moment, so I'll just call it trend. The provider that I'm using is here. I'm going short. Quantity is 76. Transaction price is here. Value in shares, value in CFDs. The transaction fee, that should populate. We're still ironing bugs out in the program. And transaction cost. And if you're using a normal stop loss, you go here. If you've got guaranteed stop losses in terms of dollars or price or fees, you can place them in there. And here it's just got stop loss entered. So I'm 3.59% away from the transaction price with my stop. I got at risk 1% of my $20,000, which is at risk is $200 here. Okay, so I'm happy with all of that. So I click on save, and then that will take it through to the portfolio. Now, in the portfolio here, I have got other trades in here at the moment, but I'm just interested in the portfolio that we've just set up. So that's ASX3 Saxo. So I click on that, and then I can see, you know, obviously I can use different time frames, financial years and calendar years and all that sort of things. So here I can see that I've got our provider, I've got our trade here, the date. I can also close trade here, adjust the stop loss, correct the open, make comments, all those sorts of things. Because along here, sideways here, we've got the product, we've got open, close, long, short, the days in the trade, because that's important, because if you're going long, there's going to be a finance cost for all of this. So, you know, it's just got all the basic things in here that that you'll need. Here, balance in shares, CFDs, multiples, which just means risk, multiples of risk. That will come up in the summary page, and there's some documentation on that, what that actually means. It's something that you can improve your trading with. Net P&L. So it's just got all the basic things across here at the moment. Okay, so that's where that is at the moment. Now, when you close the trade out here, let's just close this trade out, shall we? I mean, we've just gotten into the trade, but we're going to close it out now. So the order number here is order number 1 up here, so I can just place in number 1 here. The date, we're moving out on the same day. The closing price here, let's just pretend that it went down to $72 there. Now the quantity is 76, just as above there. So over here we've got all the details here. There's this is populating in this one here, the transaction cost. That's incorrect. Another little bug, but we're working through it. But value in CFDs in shares. So the profit, $1.7, $98 here. Happy with that. Make any comments here. There's all details up here, because I may only want to take out half of these shares. So that's why, you know, do it in parcels. And then we can save that there. We're happy with that. And then it will be gone from the portfolio page, but it will show up in the summary page. So in the summary page here, we want to select the portfolio that we've been working with. You can either go long or short, things and the range by date as well here. And coming into this section here, which we want to be looking at, we're in September at the moment. So the monthly P&L is $98 here. And got one trade open at the moment. It will also give us the R multiples and the expectancy and the fees as well here. That's also not populating as well. However, we're just doing this for the purpose of putting a video on this. We can get going with this program. It's also got your win and loss ratios here. Also here with your strategy results as well. Now we've got, you list all your strategies in here, and this then will give you your expectancies for those particular strategies that you have in play, and also the monthly chart for the P&L here as well here. So just as in chart format here. So that's a quick run through on the CFD program. So why is it important? Well, first of all, the calculator that gives you the position sizing is extremely important, because most traders can take the same, if two traders or 5-10 traders all take the same trades, they can all have different results because they're all using a different position sizing. And if you want to keep a steady keel on making money, sure, steady and slow, then risking 1% of your total capital per trade is a very good way to start, because there's a bit of an old rule where you'll make 80% of your money out of 20% of your trades. So out of 10 trades, if you had 5 right and 5 wrong, you lose five trades at 1% each. That's 5%. And the 5 winning trades, not all of them will be successful. Some will make a little bit, some will break even. 1 or 2 or 3 of them will run and maybe even hit their targets and so forth. So out of those 10 trades, you're only going to get 2 or 3 that are really going to shoot through and do well. So if you can control your risk at 1%, and get that bet size, that position sizing right for every trade, then you start to get the whole number game working in your favor. A lot of people tend to not worry about it, and they might risk $500 on one trade, $200 on another one. If they're losing money, they'll want to try and get it back, and they'll tend to risk more to get that back, and all sorts of problems occur. So please just use 1% risk until you have got a portfolio that is profitable over a 3-month period, and then you can start to learn a little bit more about money management along the way, in terms of adding to winning trades, for example, because the idea with trading shares is to keep losses short, have a system that lets profits run, and you'll want to be adding to winning trades and cutting back on losing trades. So that's it in a nutshell. So the position sizing is so critical in starting off CFD trading. And then the summary is hugely important as well, because it will give you some numbers to see where your strength and your weaknesses are. And looking at your trading from an accounting point of view, you will surely and simply be able to see your strengths and weaknesses, and you will know what to improve. You will know the type of help to ask for. All right, thanks for listening. Cheers.